everybody, welcome to this playthrough for Pro Division in the Monster Marsh Tournament. The video here is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic, and before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, visit golfclashtommy.com for more guides in whatever tour you're playing or tournament or, you know, everything. Also, subscribe to patreon.com/golfclashtommy to get updated text guides, but also maybe you want to book a training session or two. In this playthrough, I'm going to focus on playing a little bit more aggressive when the time is right. And therefore, for those of you that might not feel that suits you, then I would suggest you to check out the other playthrough for Pro with lower level clubs and more a conservative way of playing. So in this playthrough, I'm going to use power 3 balls, even power 5 balls, to actually show you some aggressive ways that we can play if you want to take a lot of risk, but also give yourself a big reward if you manage to do that well. Then there is also going to be, you know, normal play where I feel, you know, where we can't really play it better, and then I'm going to obviously play the lowest type of ball that I can play and still give ourselves a good opportunity. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and if you are doing well, let me know your score. So let's go. Hole number 1, 10% extra, and we're going to go for the rough bump. Here I'm going with the 2 bars of topspin in this example, which I think is a little bit too much. 2 bars of topspin is, you know, it's gonna make the ball come in very, very hot. I would also like you to actually pull half of the blue ring inside on the fairway. So 1.5 bar topspin, half of the blue ring inside on the fairway, rest inside the rough. Because now we're gonna come in hot, and as you can see here, we are adjusting 1 to 1. So we take the wind 0 miles per hour and we play it then 7 rings. And when we do that, we're going to get this ball to just clip the rough. It's so close, and we come in super hot. So the thing that I want to change, half of the blue ring on the rough there, and then after that, I would like you to play 1 to 1 minus 0.4. Second hole, hole number 2, 10% extra for the drive, and here I'm playing with a power 3 ball and Apocalypse level 3. It's because I do want to have more topspin. So I'm using 6 bars topspin on my club and as much as side spin to the right possible. And the power 3 ball will help me giving myself a nice little distance and also giving myself an easier time for the second shot. Second shot, I play with a Hornet. I would like to have 3 bars of backspin. So in my book, you can play with whatever Thorn or Hornet you're having, just that you have 3 bars backspin. Aim for the fringe, 3 bars backspin, 2 to 3 bars side spin to the left, and do not forget to over adjust 10%. And once again, I want to play with a power 3 ball here, as you know, it gives me a little bit easier time on hole number 2. Hole number 2 as well, but now we're gonna try to go for green. I'm a little bit too, I'm using too much topspin here. It's enough to play with just 3-4 bars topspin, and the plan is for me to actually get this ball to bounce on the fairway, on the side, like in between the rough and the sand. You can see how tiny that is. But the thing that I would like to have is as minimum 7 miles per hour in wind, and then in the end a snow globe would be a better option. Half a ball of curl, max side spin to the right, and 6 bars of topspin. You can see we hit the fairway, but now look at this roll here. It gets like massive roll, but we do have a bunker there in the back, which could be very helpful. But this is a very risky approach, which you can take with a power 5 ball if you just want to, okay, screw it, I just want to go for it. And risking, obviously, the water, risking the bunker, but the big reward could be that we actually could land that on green and had to putt for an eagle. But do not use 6 bars topspin, 3 to 4 bars is enough. Hole number 3, here we're going to go back to play with a power 1 ball. I don't think we should be playing with anything else here. Sure, we can play with special balls and such, but I think a power 1 ball here is perfect. 4 bars of topspin, max side spin to the right, 75% of the ball in curl, and I'm only pushing it up approximately 1 ring after initial adjustment. The reason I only push it up 1 ring is because I have more distance on a quarterback, on the quarterback that I'm having now, than if I would be having a lower level quarterback. Second shot, now we have a good chance in my opinion. We're not going to use any elevation for the second shot. 4 back, and I'm also using 2 left in spin. And we are not in max distance, but we're not in mid distance either, so we're somewhere in between. Very hard to see when it's so bright to see the complete ball guideline, as it kind of like melts together almost. 7.6 in miles per hour, and now we're going to adjust this one. As you can see here, we adjust this one for 7 rings, so it's not with any elevation. It's a little bit more than medium distance. Get the ball to bounce on the fairway, second shot on the green, and then we get this one with a nice little roll, getting it in for an albatross from distance. Here on hole number 4, here I would like you to play with a power 5 ball. And the power 5 balls we can win in the golden shot, so I think it's very good that we actually can use them. The reason I would like us to use it is because we don't have to go with overpower. If we play with a power 3 ball, we have to go with overpower. Now with a power 5 ball, we can use 4.5 bar backspin, max side spin to the left, which is 4.5 bar, approximately half a ball of curl. I would go with a little bit less, and then we can actually attack the pin. As you can see, we bounce very nicely, and we play now a shot that we have to overpower with a power 3 ball. Now we can actually try to dial this one in for a hole-in-one on a par 4, but in the end we get ourselves a very safe way making an eagle using a little bit stronger ball. Hole number 5, 10% extra white ring by the rough line, and we use as much topspin as possible with a maximum of 5 bars. Maximum 5 bars is when you have a quarterback level 10. In quarterback level 9 you have 4 bars, so I say maximum distance in with whatever quarterback you might have. Max side spin to the left as well, which is 4.5 bars on the quasar. No curl, we're just going to adjust and take our shot. Don't forget the 10% extra, very important. Ball gets a bounce on the fairway, get to roll here. Here, as we play straight forward, second shot is straightforward. Note down the yardage notes if you do want to try to dial it in. 313. Now, we do have a Sniper 9, which is for those of you who watch the playthrough for lower level clubs, I had a Sniper 7 there. So the difference in distance is actually not super much, but it's definitely a decent amount. I'm going to use 1.5 bar backspin, leaving the tip of the ball guideline approximately half a green square short of the pin. It's because we're going to get that ball to roll a little bit more than we want to. I play this one 8 rings is the plan here, which is 1-to-1 minus 0.2. We're not using any elevation, and with the sniper I play with a 1-to-1 method many of the times. Bounce on the fairway, you can see that we're coming in deadly close. So the thing that we should do here, playing with this type of structure, play it 1-to-1 if we get it to 313 yards. Obviously with a different yardage, you need to play it differently as well. Hole number 6, very tough par 3, 20% extra, blue ring by the rough line, incomplete minimum distance. 5 bars backspin and as much side spin to the right possible, and then we played minimum distance with a 20%. And the thing here is that we do want to stay away from the curl, but we also want to give ourselves a little bit more in terms of adjustment. You can see our ball gets bounced a lot there to the right, and we need to add a little bit, add approximately 2-3 decimals more, then you're gonna be fine on that one. Very tough par 3. I would say that we will see very few hole-in-ones on that one. Hole number 7, here I'm going to give you a special ball approach where we can actually land it on green. Max side spin right, which is 4.5 bar, 1 bar of backspin. Here it's very important that you're getting at least 6 miles per hour with an extra mile 7 club. If you have a club with more distance, I would suggest you use that one because that would be better. Also, if you have a wind that is below 6 with a berserker, you can actually choose to play with a snow globe instead, so you get more wind. Adjust with a 10% extra maximum distance, max curl with extra mile 7, which is approximately 75% of the ball in curl. The plan is to bounce on the fairway into the rough, roll out either on the green or on the fringe. So we get ourselves a very nice and easy eagle using a power 5 ball instead of just lay up playing with a power 3 ball. Hole number 8, now we're gonna move up as we do have a club with more distance. Red ring by the rough line. No top, no back, no side. But we're going to adjust this one for a maximum distance with a 10% over adjustment. And the thing that we do need to do here though is that I see that we do need to add a little bit more. So we can do that 2 ways. Either we add 5% extra in elevation, or that we do add half a bar of side spin to the right to just compensate for the extra push that we are getting. Decent chance for making a hole in one on hole number 8. Hole number 9, I changed to a power 5 ball again, and this because we have them, and then we can use them. That's the only way I'm using a power 5 ball. It's in tournament, and we're going to have a golden shot after every tournament where we can sample some new ones. And the reason I play with it here is because I don't want to use max overpower. So I can, with my driver, which is an extra mile level 7, which obviously goes towards those of you playing with extra mile 8, Thor Summer 5, 6, 7, Apocalypse level 4, 5, 6, and 7 as well, obviously, where you can actually go with almost without overpower and nicely get over there to the left. 10% extra, as I said, and here with an extra mile level 7, go with approximately 50% of overpower. Even if you hit great right, great left, you're still gonna be fine. Second shot, you have 2 ways to decide what to do. Either you go for the rough bump, which often gives you a very consistent ball guideline, like this one here, or you play on the side of the rough and just bounce yourself towards the pin. Up to you to decide what you want to do. I'm kind of haven't decided myself for which way I think would be the best way to approach this pin. It's either going to be the rough bump or bounce up there towards. Rough bump obviously is riskier, as you with a great right most likely is not going to clip the rough, or at least you're just going to clip the rough. So have that in mind, be very accurate with your adjustment if you're gonna try out the rough bump from distance. Nothing extra when it comes to elevation for the second shot. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this playthrough with, more aggressive approaches than, with the clubs that we're having here and the balls that we're having here. Some power 5 ball approaches, and also using a power 3 ball where we could actually play with a lower, where we, didn't have to, but you made us an easier time on the course. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. And also, if you want to go over and check the one for lower level clubs in Pro, you check out in the video description down below, where you then can find the link to that playthrough. The video is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. Don't forget to subscribe to patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Also visit golfclashtommy.com for more Golf Clash related content. Thank you so much and good luck.